As a service, London's Air Ambulance treats on average 5 patients a day, and when the klaxon goes, when we're called to a job, we have a maximum of 4 minutes to get up to the helipad and get lifted in the aircraft, and that even seems like a long time when you're waiting to get to a patient who's seriously injured. Every second counts really when you're going to those jobs.
The first thing that happens is the captain races up to the aircraft to jump in and start the aircraft.
While that's happening, the co-pilot for the day will get the job through on the iPad. They'll acknowledge to Red Base that they've received the correct job and make their way up to the aircraft as well.
Making sure you've got everything you need with you and getting up to the helicopter as quickly as possible. So that's the doctor and paramedic and the 2 pilots.
The fire crew who are on the helipad come up to the helipad as well, and they're present for when the aircraft starts up. Once we're all on board, we strap in, have flight helmets on, and the pilots conduct a brief checklist and confirm with the fire crew that it's safe to take off.
Once the final checks have been done, we'll just get permission from Heathrow radar to launch, and then we'll set off towards the job.
Your heart rate goes up, you start to think about what you might be going to and focusing on what kind of job it is, where you're going, where the hospitals are.
You have a bit of time in flight to communicate with each other and talk through what you may do, but you're a little bit scared just because you can get thrown into any kind of situation. It's a realisation that someone has been critically injured in London, someone's loved one that actually needs your care and support.
As we approach the job, we can see the guys on the ground quite often. We then do a left-hand bank turn. Now this is important because the doctors and the paramedics get a great idea of what else has happened. They might see smoke or fuel that they might have to avoid, the best type of approach direction, and also the co-pilot can also determine the best place to land.
The minimum size for a landing site is 2D, and that's twice the overall length of the helicopter. So for us that's approximately 25 metres. Could be a park, could be a bit of wasteland, could be a school playground.
And we've landed in all sorts of places, including the British Museum, Trafalgar Square, Piccadilly Circus, and Horse Guards Parade are common places to land.
So our philosophy is really that we're bringing the emergency department to the roadside. We can provide an emergency anaesthetic, we can give sedation, we can give very powerful painkillers, we can perform surgical procedures including open chest surgery, we can give blood to patients, we can do ultrasound scans.
Within 10 minutes we can have landed anywhere in London and be looking after people by the roadside. So it's a fast moving operation, you never know where you're going to be from one moment to the next.
I feel very proud to fly for London's Air Ambulance. It's a great privilege not only to operate over this amazing city, but the fact that our costs are covered by charitable donations. So from an individual who just gives a small amount every day or every week, through to large corporations, the fact they all want to be part of London's Air Ambulance and keep us going makes you feel very proud, and we're hugely grateful.